monster breakfast this morning. We got a lot of work lined up, and it's not necessarily on this boat, although we do have a few things we can do. But Vern hauled out Huff and Puffin yesterday, and there's a few things he needs to get done before he puts the boat back in the water tomorrow, or day after tomorrow? Day after tomorrow. So we're gonna run over there and help him out. And I'm excited because we get to do a little bit of a fiberglass patch. And I haven't done a fiberglass patch because everything I'm doing is a fiberglass build. I'm starting from the ground up, whereas this one's more like less obtrusive. So I'm excited to show you guys how Old Timers Industries epoxies and fiberglass works in this application, and we're gonna set Vern up nicely. And yeah, should go smoothly. We'll see. All right, well, before we can head over and help Vern out with his patching on his hole on his boat, I gotta patch another hole on my boat. Over the last week, I've patched this thing twice, and somehow it's worse off than it was when I started patching. So either I got a lot to learn about patching, or this boat is just cursed. I do want to get another one, but the problem is here on the island, it's primarily senior citizens, and they're not big on manual labor, so most boats that are being sold here at a price that I can afford need just as much work as this one does. So I've been having a hard time finding something that's just right for my applications, but I'm keeping my eyes out. Captain Mike's also on the lookout for an outboard, and we figure we might be able to score a deal for both together. Yeah, we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to patch this thing again and see if I can get it to stop sinking. Nice hat, Vern.
Hey?
Nice hat.
I like that. That's favorite. Now we got a male. Champ, what you doing?
Alright, so now that the sanding is done and we've got a nice taper going on down here, the first step would be to pre-coat with epoxy. So we just want to soak it in, give it something, give it some teeth, you know, something to grab onto. And then, as you can see here, I've got these little pieces of fiberglass, a large one and a small one, and that's just to help me fill in. So we got a small one and then the large one, and then we'll get it nice and flush and flat with the rest of it, and epoxy over the whole thing. Let's get to it. Well, I'm really happy using this resin. I gotta say, it's super nice for epoxying upside down because it's a little bit thicker. Like we were talking about earlier about how this is a little thicker than some of the other epoxies out there. And it makes it really nice that without even putting any thickener in there, any mixing agents, I can just use this as is for doing the epoxy upside down. There's no air bubbles, it's nice and thick and seeps up in there and doesn't sag at all. So a lot nicer using that stuff. I'll include a link in the description, you guys can check it out, but yeah, I'm real happy with it so far. we're done on the boat for today, but we're welcoming Rishi to the catamaran. He'll be helping us out tomorrow. Hey, go back there. You're gonna fall off. You fall off every time. Don't do that. Come on, back there. Freaking guy.
No, you're gonna fall.
Yeah, he's already shaking. But he'll do anything to mooch. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling fantastic this morning. When Kat came by, Sam's girlfriend, and they were here with their little van, she bought me some nice coffee in Portland, even got it ground for me and everything, so I save it for the good stuff, But Rishi's a huge coffee connoisseur, so I'm gonna make him up a cup of the good stuff. And then we're gonna get right back into some soldering this morning. Turn up.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Whoa.
Service with a smile, my friend.
Ow, hot.
Yeah, very hot. Watch out, Champy. Breakfast.
I thought Champ kicked me really swiftly. Oh, that's awesome.
Alright, so first piece of work today are the connectors. These are XT90. They're like XT60s. These are XT60s. They're the most popular ones you see in lithium polymer batteries and RC quadcopters and all that kind of stuff. Little connectors like that. The XT60s you see everywhere, but I accidentally bought these first. They're too small. So the XT90 can handle up to 8 gauge, which is what I'm running for all my batteries. So they should be able to handle plenty of amps for my application. And they're nice and recessed and safe, so I don't actually accidentally get shorts. And I think I might use them throughout for all the heavy 48 volt connectors, because a whole bag of these are like $1 each, much more affordable than other options. And I've had plenty of great experiences using them with RC applications and all kinds of places. So yeah, we'll solder a couple of these in. We'll start getting the final bits of the batteries done. Well, after a morning of soldering fumes, we're now gonna go huff a few more fiberglass fumes. Vern is doing a bit more polyester work today. We got the epoxy work on the midsection all done, so that's ready to be painted. I just did a little bit of fairing coat right on the front, and so that should be ready to paint. But the last one we got to go do is Vern is patching a through hole that used to be there for his water speed indicator?
Yeah.
Water speed indicator. So we're patching that guy up, and yeah, I'll show you, walk you through that one. So you start off by pre-cutting all the CSM to size in a variety of different sizes, and then you like to pre-soak it with your polyester resin and catalyst mix.
Well, because I'm sticking it right on that putty because it ain't drying and I got to get it done.
Vern's also a no glove, no respirator, no safety goggles kind of guy.
Man, there's nothing better than eating resin. It's one of the top foods. You like all these veggies, so you don't eat the right things. You eat all this. Now, oh, crime, I knew that would happen.
Is that actually your...
That's that stuff that you just put on the bottom.
That's your duty hole?
It's not. Yeah, that's what it is. There you go.
It's the fucking fudge hole.
Mm-hmm. Now I got it.
Yeah, do it with your finger. Good.
Yeah.
Just get it right in there.
Chocolate style.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an instructional video. You are not likely to learn anything of use here. You know how many people are going to tell you you're doing everything wrong?
I
Vern?
know. Isn't that nice when they do that?
I love that.
Oh,
It's like my
awesome.
favorite part of doing anything yourself is being told you're wrong by 100 different people saying 100 different ways of doing something.
Yeah.
Although I think it's pretty certifiable that eating fiberglass is definitely not high on the list of things you ought to be doing.
Well, they don't know how long fiberglass will last, and I want to last as long as the boat does. So
All right, so you line the inside with fiberglass and you'll last forever.
that's right.
Good on you. I hadn't thought of that.
Pretty good for everything. Well, this wouldn't be too big. It should stick. Hard to get that apart. Okay. Then we know it'll be strong enough. Well, unless it goes in water, then it might not.
Now the fiberglass is set, we're laying on bottom coat. It's been a hectic couple of days, but Vern is ready for his haul in back tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching.